Hey guys, welcome back to CrossFam Productions, and in today's video we will be doing a tour of the Outsiders Museum. At my school we read the book, watched the movie, and on the last day of school we had Outsiders Day, where we would dress up as our favorite character and go to the soccer field to watch the movie and get snacks. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye.
We got some people. There it is, the Curtis Brothers Lane. Mm-hmm.
Come on in, we'll take everyone. So my name is Walter. I will give you like a 5-7 minute backstory on how the house all came to be, and I'll cut you loose to walk around and stay however long you want. But I'll direct your attention first to the photo on the end table. That is the director, Francis Ford Coppola, on a bike in 1982 with S.E. Hinton, the writer of the book, looking at what they thought would be the right house in this neighborhood. Now, they chose it because I was telling him, like, she's not from this neighborhood, although she lives in Tulsa, always has, still does. They thought that this architecture would show three boys on their own in the 60s, because, you know, it had to look the part. They decided on the Admiral Twin Drive-In. I'm not sure if you passed that on the highway on the way in. It's right, if you flew in, you could see it from the plane. But there were some non-negotiables about where they were going to film, and that was one of them. The Circle Cinema is another one. And it couldn't be just a house, it had to be a neighborhood. There were some hangouts like the vacant lot in the park. So I'm not sure if you knew, but if you go down one street on your own later on, and down one street to the first stop sign, take a left on Rockford Street, the vacant lot is on that street where they filmed The Rumble. And where Johnny and Pony fell asleep a little too late one night under some trees, you might remember. It's all still intact on Rockford Street. The second stop sign, you can see it from the house, is Crutchfield Park. And if you had a blue Mustang and you drove it right up that corner, that's where they filmed the fountain scene. I'm just going to show you the house on the inside. I was telling you before, the outside really fit the bill. The inside, as you can see, does also. But at Crutchfield Park, they filmed the fountain scene at that corner. If you take a right there, you're going to see a street light. At the next corner, that's where Dally meets the police. You know the rest. Cherry drives her Corvette up to the park where there's a picnic table. She had a conversation with Ponyboy about sunsets, and so she was a spy, you know. So that's where she parked in the park. But it's so it wasn't just the house; it was all the locations in the neighborhood. It had to be a neighborhood. Inside the house, we have screenshots. I'll just show you a few. They're in the room, and they're all over. Screenshots of the movie, in case you haven't seen the movie in a while. You can kind of know where you are in the house and orient yourself to where you are. Just know that the back 3 bedrooms have no screenshots. Those were never on camera. They only showed one bedroom, and that's Ponyboy's room right there. And in Pony's room, you're going to see a couple of screenshots. The big one is above the window, and it shows him sitting at his desk that we have there. He's holding that yellow note, Johnny's last words, you remember? So we encourage you to sit at Ponyboy's desk, pick up that yellow note, have your Ponyboy moment, you know you want to. You can sit on the couch, take pictures there, and if you want to have a 2-bit moment, your boy is about to sit down in just a moment here and have his breakfast. You remember that. So we got you covered if you want to take the picture we saw before for you today. So there's 2-bit having his breakfast. But let me go back to one scene real quick, and then I'll cut you loose. And it shows you some donations we have. There's one you might have seen already. It's the yellow car in the backyard. It's in this scene right here. There's a scene prior to this where it shows the whole car. It's a 58 Chrysler, and that's important to note because the cutoff was 1965 for, well, everything. Cars, clothing. This 1965 Triumph, which just made the cut, 65 Triumph belonged to Joey Clem. Joey comes here on weekends from time to time and donated a leather jacket you see right here. It's in one of the back rooms. His friend Joe Cervantes just walked in. I'm not sure if you saw him go into the kitchen, but there's a guy in the kitchen and it's right there, Joe Cervantes. That's 2025 Joe. This is 1982 Joe. Now Joe's legacy involves his photos because he lived near the park back in 1982. And whatever Francis Ford Coppola did in the neighborhood, Joe followed him around with the camera that he had after work every day, and he got hundreds of pictures. He had no permission at all. And the cool thing is you're going to see him here for the first time. They're really not out anywhere. And the Coppola, and the reason he followed him around was he was the big name here. No offense to Tom Cruise or Ralph Macchio or any of those guys. They weren't A-listers yet. He was, because of the movie The Godfathers and so forth. So I got Joe out of the house and took hundreds of pictures. Many are up on the walls, but a lot of them are in the kitchen. You can see them on the counter if you peek over. Those are the ones Joe has for sale. Those are exclusive to Joe and to the house. So of all the pictures you take, we just ask you not to take pictures of those pictures. He can run you through them all. They're exclusive to Joe, though. Just know that. You'll never see a picture of Matt Dillon eating a corn dog anywhere, but you will in the kitchen. He can run you through them all. He met the whole cast. Very interesting guy. Last thing. Just about everyone in this scene has returned to the museum at some point and signed a wall. And the wall is between the kitchen and the bedrooms. You'll see it. There will be dozens of signatures, mostly Tulsans, because they outnumber the actors in every scene. This is a good example. You've got 3 principal actors. They've all been back and signed the wall. And most of these Tulsa guys. Anybody here from town? Or you know Ziegler's Frame Shop? It's on. It's right off of Lewis Street.
It sounds familiar.
That's Tim Ziegler of Ziegler's Frame Shop.
Wow.
So a lot of them
Wow.
you might not recognize some names because if you're familiar with anyone from that period of time, then you might know them. The Rumble scene, 30, 40 Tulsa guys fighting it out with Tom Cruise and Patrick Swayze. The drive-in scene. The drive-in was closed, the Admiral Twin, but it looked open because so many Tulsans were in there. Amy, our other guide, you might have seen her in the back, blonde-haired gal, she played a greaser girlfriend at the Admiral Twin drive-in. Her name's on the wall too. In fact, she showed up with Nikes that night, and there will be no Nikes in a movie about 1965. So that's how picky they were about the era. Those had to come off when they put on different shoes. So take a look at the names. If I can help you point anything out, I will. My name is Walter. Just walk around, have fun, take all the pictures except for, of course, the kitchen. So, all right, you're good to go. Thank you.
You took a video of that whole thing.
You can sit on the couch.
Yeah, couch pictures are all rich. And I can take pictures of you.
Go ahead, just sit on the couch. We drove all this way.
It's a good time to do it before it gets crowded.
Oh,
I think you should.
it's comfy.
It is. Messy now.
Yeah, they just had an Outsiders Day in Bixby where she goes to school
Okay.
at the end of so they watched it several times.
Okay.
So I decided, we went here about 5 years ago, took pictures outside, not inside.
Right, okay.
So she wanted to come see it
Yeah,
today.
no, it's good. You get a lot of, I consider that local just because.
Oh yeah, we're local.
Compared to what we get here, it's.
We've been here for 50-something years.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Two good moments right here.
She wouldn't do it, so I guess.
Pretty cool.
Is that the actual switchboard?
This is one of the original.
Funny Boys desk is another one, if you wanna sit there and just take a picture, you'll see the screenshot of it, and we're gonna kinda do what two they did here. Yeah, sitting right up there, he's facing, feet up, facing, you know the movie,
Got Elvis. It's a bigger house than I thought.
This Putty Boys rap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. I'm gonna recreate this scene up here. Elvis. That's pretty cool. Elvis. Elvis, we're going to get out of people's space. Huh?
The skirt to Cherry wore.
Of course, we have a copy of Thrown to the Wind on the shelf, because you know that was the book. Just know that the angle you're taking that picture from is best made camera movie. It's shot by her at the desk. It's stripping the bathroom. It's got a hole wall. Just to get Pony Boy in that moment when he's trying to do it, right? So that's why you can see his back wall. So that's the right camera angle for that, but just know that.
Diane Lane.
Good back in too, for sure. In this room, we have a lot of local stuff. Do you remember the 52 card pickup scene? Dally takes these kids' cards and throws them because he's a bully. That's the jacket from that scene. It was bleached. It was the 80s. We don't blame him for bleaching his jacket, but he did keep it all these years.
It's all the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Outside is greasers in the made-up trailer getting made up.
Here, look at Bluewood. How y'all doing? So do you know the main people here? Okay, and then Rob Lowe. Darren Dalton.
I will take a photo.
Huh? Here. You can, with the
Not
phone.
here, no, not yet.
And Miss Swayze passed away about 400 years.
Yes, in 2009, yes.
Yeah, this is the newest stuff.
What are we allowed to like look, go in there?
Yeah. You can buy a picture if you want. You can't film his pictures. Where's everybody at here?
Look how
These are the only thing in the museum, here, not the photographs.
Just your pictures, your pictures?
Yeah, my picture's here on the counter.
Right, yes, sir. A lot of glare.
West,
my goodness. Cracky.
Call sheet. That's cool. I got the sign still.
Yeah. Why I watched the movie, so I knew what he was talking about. Look at this. Sandwich.
Is that at the drive-thru or is that the Dairy Queen? We still gotta go into the, we gotta get some pictures of ourselves.
Yes, the plastic did not support the sprinkler system. The floors, as it was when you came through the back door, the renters.
That's definitely a new bath, a new toilet.
It's a newer one for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was original. That was probably somebody put it in. If that's original, probably. And there's they got the medicine cabinet.
So
It's got a dirty towel.
Your feet were going through the floors. Yeah. Big dude. So, the floors in these two rooms are original. The rest of it's recently original. But we're down to the nail heads here, not much, nowhere left to go on that old floor. They were here, people just the same size. So, that's very much. So, any of you want to just do one? Another interesting tidbit is, he cut the wall out, hopefully he cut the wall out of that. External wall to the bathroom, you can only see into the bedroom, through the guy was sitting in the bathtub. Another interesting tidbit is, he cut the wall up, hopefully he cut the wall out of that. External wall into the bathroom, wall. That whole half the external wall is that wall.
Is there a room there?
No, that, it was there.
Hours away.
Yeah, well, there's a teacher's going, they go like 2.5 to 3, but they make a, like an 8 to 6 day.
Last thing we thought.
Got a screen used Chrysler. Saratoga. Looks like its back seat's really good shape. Church.
This one I'm gonna get. I need to fold it back.
You can come here anytime and get shirts and stuff. Got a lot of stuff.
Hey guys, we just got back from the Outsiders House Museum, and I'm going to show you guys what we got for merch. First up, we got 2 magnets. One that says "Stay Gold, Pony Boy, Stay Gold" with the house. Then the next one is just the classic the Outsiders with all the characters, and it says they grew up on the outside of society. They weren't looking for a fight, they were looking to belong. Then for the t-shirts, I got this one. Says "Stay Gold," and then it's the house, the Outsiders house. I got 2 shirts, and my dad got one, I think. And these are all larges. They have they have sizes small all the way to like 3X, I think. Just the classic, the Outsiders House Museum, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is what the tour guide was wearing. And then this is the other one. I also recommend you guys to watch the Outsiders movie. Go to the house in Tulsa. It's a very cool experience. Everyone was super nice there. As you've seen, I even got to sit down on the floor and recreate the 2-pit scene where he had the chocolate cake and the beer bottle and was sipping on the beer and then had the chocolate cake. It was a very good experience. Everyone was super nice, and all the stuff there was super cool to see because I saw the movie at school and stuff. I recommend this, guys, and I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, you can like, subscribe, and turn on all post notifications to be notified when we post a new video.